Hey guys, it's your boy Hi Shabby, and today I have another interesting video. Today we're going to be going over MCU Thor from the Marvel Cinematic Universe versus Optimus Prime from the Bayverse. I thought this would be a very interesting battle. So without further ado, as I make my famous walk to my desk, as I whip out my high IQ Giga Chat brain, as I rub my hands together for another banging video that I've been cooking up for you guys. In this video, we will be going over MCU Thor versus Bayverse Optimus Prime. We'll be going over their attack potency, strength, speed, and then at the end of the video, I'll give my verdict on who I think comes out on top in this fight. So without further ado, let's dive into MCU Thor versus Bayverse Optimus Prime. So, in the prequel comic for the first Thor movie, Thor was able to fight Mimir, who can cut the fabric of reality. This would give Mimir universal scaling, and Thor would scale to it. It is stated in the Marvel Studios Visionary Dictionary that Malekith was going to plunge the entire universe into darkness. It is stated again in the Visionary Dictionary that Malekith was going to use the Reality Stone to destroy the universe. It is stated in the Marvel Studios Encyclopedia that Malekith was going to use the Reality Stone to destroy the universe. The Ether is stated in multiple guidebooks to be able to destroy the universe. And then in Thor the Dark World movie, Jane and Odin also state that the Ether has the power to destroy the universe, and then it is stated once again that the Ether has the power to transform the universe. So it is very much implied that Malekith is universal and his universal scaling is consistent because he just has too many statements. Thor should scale to this because he beat Malekith, and it's pretty much implied Malekith needed the Reality Stone to combat Thor. Now let's get into Thor scaling in Thor Ragnarok. So Hela is able to one-shot Mjolnir, and she completely smacks up this Thor, which should be stronger than Thor and Thor the Dark World, right? In the Visionary Dictionary, Hela is stated to be Odin's most powerful weapon to conquer the 9 realms. She's stated to be virtually invincible. She's stated to have limitless power as well. When Thor fights Hulk, he was able to completely humiliate Hulk, who has 235,000 years of experience because time passes differently in Sakaar than in Earth. It is stated in the Visionary Dictionary that Thor was trying to calm Hulk down after he beat him in round 1. And then it is stated in the Visionary Dictionary again that Thor was winning the battle in round 2, but Grandmaster stopped Thor after beating Hulk. Hela should have over 5,000 years of fighting experience, and Thor should scale to that. So Hela should have universal plus levels of scaling given how much she scales above Thor in the beginning of this movie and the version of Thor that she smacked up. And then Thor should scale above her since after he becomes awakened, he can swap hands with her and he holds his own in battle with her. Now I'm going to get into Avengers Infinity War and how that scaling pertains to Thor. So Thor states in the movie that he is 1500 years old and he has killed twice as many enemies as his age. Thanos is also stated to be a 1,000-year-old character. Thanos is stated to be Hulk's strongest opponent, which means Thanos scales above Hela and Surtur. So first we need to get into Stormbreaker and why Stormbreaker is overpowered in the MCU, and it's a very powerful weapon. So Thor, when he's on his way to Nadir, he knows full well that the next time he faces Thanos, he will be going up against a fully powered Infinity Gauntlet. But when Thor's talking to Star-Lord asks Thor tell me about this weapon, and Thor talks about how he believes this weapon can kill Thanos, the Thanos killing kind of weapon, and Thor believes Stormbreaker can combat Thanos with the full gauntlet. Eitri made Thanos the Infinity Gauntlet, which can harness the power of the Infinity Gauntlet. So the gauntlet is able to harness the full power of all 6 Infinity Stones. Eitri knows he has to craft Thor a weapon that can compete with the full Infinity Gauntlet. Eitri describes Stormbreaker as a king's weapon, and then he talks about how Thor with Stormbreaker can even summon the Bifrost. So Eitri knows how powerful the Infinity Gauntlet is with all 6 Infinity Stones. So he knows how strong of a weapon he has to craft Thor in order for Thor to combat Thanos, which is Stormbreaker. When Thor takes the full force of a star, this would be a solar system level feat. However, Thor is severely weakened when he's performing this feat because Thor just withstood the power stone from Thanos. So this feat is not Thor's full capabilities because it stated Thor is battle weary, he's near death, like when the Guardians find him. So, and we see in Thor Ragnarok that Thor was able to fly through like a neutron star like it was nothing, but here he's struggling because he's battle weary, he's near death. He just took like the power stone from Thanos. Thor just got his ass whooped. So obviously Thor, when he's performing this feat, he's not operating at full capability. When Thor arrives to fight Thanos for a second time, Thanos has absorbed the full power of the Infinity Gauntlet with all 6 Infinity Stones, right? Thor is able to overpower a blast from the full Infinity Gauntlet with all 6 Infinity Stones. Like, Thor completely overpowers this blast. This means Thor with Stormbreaker in terms of raw power and attack potency should be on par with the Infinity Gauntlet, because, I mean, he completely shreds through a blast fully powered with all 6 Infinity Stones. Now I'm going to go into why Stormbreaker being on par with Infinity Gauntlet is crazy. So, Iron Man states in the Avengers Infinity War movie special book that Thanos is an interdimensional being. We talked about how the Reality Stone has universal scaling. The Power Stone is stated to have unlimited power. The Power Stone is also stated to have limitless power. And then in What If, it is stated that the Mind Stone has infinite power. Then the Soul Stone is stated to be the most powerful stone of them all. Then Thanos with Infinity Gauntlet is stated to have infinite power. So it's very much implied that Thanos, in terms of like attack potency, Thanos should have multiversal scaling with the Infinity Gauntlet, and Thor should scale to it. Then Thor should scale above Captain Marvel, because in What If we see movie 1 Thor beat Captain Marvel. Now Captain Marvel does have her binary form, but still, this is before Thor fights Malekith and Thor Dark World, before he fights Hela and Thor Ragnarok. You know, Thor boxes up Captain Marvel before he gains his numerous power-ups, and then this is before he gets Stormbreaker as well. So the best thing for Captain Marvel is that there's a statement that Thanos acknowledges her strength, but like, I don't think that's better than what Thor has done, whereas Thor in his fat form, in terms of physical strength, is able to match Thanos. And then whereas Captain Marvel gets knocked back by a Power Stone like punch, whereas like Thor in a much weaker state withstands the Power Stone. So Thor should be quite a bit above Captain Marvel. And the reason why Thor being quite a bit above Captain Marvel is important is that in the Marvels movie, so Captain Marvel in the Marvels movie is able to fight Darwin, who is capable and able to rip a hole into space-time. So this would be 4D, fourth dimensional multiversal scaling. Then Monica Rambeau tells Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel to blast her with the same level of power that Darwin used to rip a hole into space-time. And so Captain Marvel should scale to this level of power, and then Thor should massively scale above her. So Thor scales to Doctor Strange, and I will go into why this is important. It is stated in the Spider-Man No Way Home movie special book that Doctor Strange has the power to open the multiverse. It talks about how, the multiverse shattering movie. I think this is referring to Doctor Strange and his power. In Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness movie special book, it is stated that the MCU's multiverse is infinite. It is stated that Doctor Strange is a threat to the multiverse, and then it is stated that Doctor Strange takes part in a multi-dimensional epic. And then it's stated once again that Doctor Strange in the movie, he takes part in a multi-dimensional epic. Then, in one of the Ant-Man movies, the Quantum Realm is stated that the concept of space and time are irrelevant. So this means the Quantum Realm should be, 5D, fifth dimensional scaling. Now I'm going to get into Doctor Strange's higher levels of scaling, because Thor does scale to it. So, in the Marvel Studios character encyclopedia, Doctor Strange is stated to have battled extra-dimensional beings. Dormammu is stated to be an extra-dimensional being, and he has infinite power. So since the Quantum Realm is fifth-dimensional, and Dormammu is stated to be, he's stated to have infinite power compared to like most of everybody else, he should be a sixth-dimensional being, and then Thor should have sixth-dimensional power because he scales to Doctor Strange, who fought Dormammu. Now I'm going to go into Thor: Love and Thunder and a little bit of that scaling with that movie. Thor should be stronger in this movie than in Infinity War and in Endgame because he's in better shape. And then in the Thor: Love and Thunder movie special book, it is stated that Gore is Thor's greatest adversary, or it's stated Gore is Thor's strongest opponent. This means Gore should be above base Thanos, which you can very much see throughout the movie, like Gore takes blows from Stormbreaker, and Thanos doesn't even want to get hit by that weapon at all. So, like I said, Gore should be above base Thanos because like he stated to be like Thor's strongest opponent. And then, yep. So in terms of attack potency, Thor should be like 6-dimensional, low complex, multiversal scaling. Now let's get into speed. So the Bifrost can travel through the universe and realms within an instant. So we see Thor and Hela are able to fight in the Bifrost, and Hela was moving faster than the Bifrost. This would mean Hela should have infinite speed since the Bifrost can travel through like the universe within an instant. Then Dormammu should be an extra dimensional being because he is unbound by space and time, and he is unaffected by space and time. And then Thor should scale to this. And then, like I said, Doctor Strange, he should have immeasurable speed because he can move forwards and backwards in time with the Time Stone. And then Thor should be slightly above Doctor Strange as of right now. So in terms of attack potency, Thor should be, 6-dimensional, low complex, multiversal level. And then in terms of speed, he should have immeasurable speed. Now I'm going to get into Optimus Prime scaling and what he's done throughout his adventures in Transformers 1 to The Last Night, and all of his feats that he's like performed. So in the first movie, Optimus Prime, like when he comes back after he handled Bone Crusher, right? Optimus Prime arrives to battle in the first movie, right? So he's able to catch Megatron in his jet form. Now why this is an impressive feat is that Megatron, in a prequel comic to the first Transformers movie, is able to cross galaxies and solar systems, right? So this will give Optimus Prime massively faster and like plus levels of speed, right? Then the Allspark is stated to have created the universe, right? And then it is stated that Optimus Prime's spark is almost as powerful as the Allspark. So this gives like Optimus Prime like universal scaling, right? Then in the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, right? The Fallen is stated to be a trans-dimensional being. It is stated that the Fallen evolved past the Allspark, and then it is also stated that the Fallen has the power to unmake creation. So the Fallen should have universal plus level of scaling, since like he scales above the Allspark, which is universal, and then he evolved past the Allspark, and then he can unmake creation, which means he can destroy like the cosmology and all that. Then so in terms of speed, right? And then we see like Optimus Prime, why this is consistent is like we literally see Optimus Prime box up the Fallen. So Optimus Prime, like him being universal plus is consistent because he boxes up the Fallen. Now let's get into speed. So the Fallen can jump between dimensions, right? So this would mean like the Fallen should have infinite speed since he can jump through dimensions and stuff like that. So in terms of attack potency, Optimus Prime should have universal plus levels of power, and then in terms of speed, he should have infinite speed. Now I'm going to get into who's stronger, who's faster, all that. So in terms of attack potency, I would give it to Thor. I think Thor hits harder. In terms of strength, I think Thor hits a little bit harder. In terms of durability, I would give it to Thor. And in terms of fight versatility, I would give it to Optimus Prime. In terms of skill, I think Thor is a much more skilled combatant because like he's fought a being who has like over 235,000 years of battle experience. So yeah, I would definitely give it to Thor. Optimus Prime doesn't really have any like combat like statements like that. And in terms of intelligence, I think Optimus Prime is smarter. And in terms of stamina, I would give it to Thor, in my opinion. So like I said, I think Thor hits quite a bit harder than Optimus Prime in terms of attack potency and strength. Like he hits way harder. So I think I'm gonna give this to Thor. I think Thor completely I think he pretty much one-shots Optimus Prime. I mean, there's a huge gap in terms of attack potency, strength, and durability, and speed as well. Like I don't think Optimus Prime can even react to Thor, and I don't think Optimus Prime can take a punch or like hit or blast from Thor. So I think Thor takes this fight, in my opinion. Optimus Prime is strong, however he can't combat the mighty God of Thunder, which is Thor. So I think Thor takes this fight due to having superior attack potency, strength, durability. He's the more skilled combatant. Thor has higher stamina than Optimus Prime. I don't think Optimus Prime could even hurt Thor. And I think, and then in terms of speed, I think Thor just completely blitzes Optimus Prime. I don't think Optimus Prime can even hurt Thor. So, like I said, I think Thor takes the fight, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. I worked really hard on the video, so hope you guys enjoyed it. But, yep, so hope you guys liked the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This is your boy, How Should I Be, and we're out. Peace.